by Nerd Wallet. So the Boston's True Holiday, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis, and a center. Jovic gets up the first shot, missed it. Miami 10-point victory is Brown by White. Brown fires again. Ball.
Well, but we see right off the to isolate Porzingis, and we
Game one, a record-setting 20. Now Tatum, who's picked up by the rookie, and Tatum goes to the basket, missed it. It's all even up, and OKC in New Orleans. Passed it up. Porzingis will oblige. Knocks in a three-pointer and a good. He was just 1 of 9 and 1. Bam Adebayo
goes at Porzingis and gets isolations against Porzingis.
Playoff double-double. These two teams have been not a lot of matchups with one another. Go on the other way, and the two teams have matched up. Finals matching up 3 times. Looking up top. So Holiday set up Porzingis, and Adebayo finds Tyler Hero, and that's going to and the Heat. And our question to him early.
It's the best all-around game. Hero play with the 14 assists.
Here's Jovic. A lot of dribbling here. He takes it. White with those long arms. He could be a tough man. 2 to shoot. Huckin Brown gets in the paint. He goes right at top. Thought he was fouled. It's a 10-3 shoot around. They couldn't wait to get on the floor. It's on the road, but the road teams especially advantage between these two. Brown.
The one-on-one game of Brown just for Joe Mazzulla.
Tatum call for the rebound, knocked away by Brown.
I just wish I had enough hair to be.
Thank you for that, Chris Haynes. As Tyler Hero that sprained knee, and hopefully he could be a factor later. So the Celtics
rebounds for the Celtics.
First wave of substitutions and good deep. Storied franchises in the league. They are 3-pointers in game 2. Give them credit.
I mean, there's absolutely no. They were the second best defensive team coach in NBA history. Both ends 2 years in a row. This
getting his first minutes in this playoff series.
6 from 3-point range.
Highsmith gives it up. Jovic not afraid. 3 triples in Boston Wednesday. Now had an and 1. And here is Brown. Mid-range jumper. That seems to be very active already. He's got 6. Burns it over, and it'll be Boston ball. Bam Adebayo got White. Physical first 2 games. A little blood working. To the basket. Stops. Miss. Working with Adebayo, but he finds Jovic wide. Pritchard going at Duncan Robinson. Peyton Pritchard with a turn.
Duncan Robinson, who also
again without Adebayo. No, the follow.
Rebounds already.
Start, little stop, cranks it back up, throws it in the air as he's fouled. He'll go to the free. Adebayo back on Team US Defensive Player of the Year. The first time he ends up as a finalist.
Jason Tatum. And
timeout on the floor. 2:52 in game 2. Just the one made us. Continues on the bench here is down. So Peyton Pritchard, much different story on both sides. Pointers. Right now they're 3 of 6.
But Boston's also done a little bit better.
He's left wide open, and he drives.
To say the least.
On Hauser, his first minutes tonight. And Haka is able to save it, but Highsmith there to help. Little turner. Jason Tatum had half of those coming in the first quarters in this series. As Highsmith, long bucket from Haywood. Highsmith in the 4th quarter. Pritchard a long game 2. Holiday, Hero trying to get a step. We got a Jason Goebel. So Tyler Hero turned.
Well, that was a problem for him the other night, as well as he had 1, which helped him close out the game. Is a necessity for them.
Horford.
They'll reset it, but great penetration.
For the first quarter, and Highsmith had it stripped. On the run, Tatum, little Euro, and he.
But this team digs in.
Those 5 turnovers. Years of age. And a dominant. Miami sets up for the last change. Miami.
It'll be Miami ball on.
Going to try to get one up in all kind of.
So many threes as we see Tatum about their offense. Most have a real blue-collar work at Miami's 6th turnover of the.
Bird gets it deep, kicks it out, and now Howard and Eric Spoelstra wants to. The Celtics look at every.
They shot 12 more threes that go away from that zone.
They got a donut on the board in quarter number 2 as their 6 made 3
against the Heat from 3 to start the 2nd quarter. Is
to Horford. The flyby by feels a lot like game 1 right here. Is Adebayo. That's his office right there. To shoot, Tatum gets Highsmith in the...
And Tatum jumped in, but not that far out. Foul should not have been called on Highsmith.
His 11th playoff game here. Coach, you saw Eric Spoelstra get Kevin Love on the floor. Spoelstra got the time.
To switch all the pick and rolls, they're not comes in the game like he did in game.
Something good quickly here, and they're just not on the same page. Took it all the way to the
last two playoff series.
Martin finally gets Miami. Back comes Hauser. Pritchard in fighting for the rebound and the follow.
An offensive rebounder, part of the reason.
Story this year, Pritchard having a career season.
They're in 4.5 minutes in the second quarter.
In contact, let's see.
2 threes to open up.
Jaime Jaquez Jr. at the line with the Knicks up 2-1 in that series. In here with 7:12 left. Ball's popping for the Celtics.
Staring at Jason Tatum.
And those two jawing at each other again.
Hero, excellent left-handed, heads turned and makes the great cut.
Right to Hauser. Tatum.
Well, this is Boston basketball here. And dominant defense.
For that game plan in game 2. Tatum airball. And they'll let him hear about it in Miami. 6, 0 for 3 from three-point. Has his first three-pointer. He needed that one. Hounded. Stops. Pritchard. Play by Jovic. Here's Hero again. Same speed. Oh, he missed it badly. Porzingis.
Everything he wants, including more.
Pritchard guarding Jovic. That's going to be a foul on Peyton Pritchard.
Well, this is what he does. He knows he's so hard. Peyton Pritchard does it.
Perimeter. Hero looking for help. Got
a lot of turnovers. That's not what their defense.
Jovic got him on the arm.
At the free throw line.
Eric Spoelstra not one. And you could kind of see they were consider a challenge.
They would not have won.
First half points. Here's Jovic. He dropped. Strong finish.
That is outstanding. Talking about how at 20, 11 points, 9 rebounds.
Here's Derek White, set up by Holiday. One thing noticeable in this first half, stay back out with time on the shot.
They wanted to run more. The Celtics are getting done. Being out in transition like they and getting more three-point attempts. Lapsing and double teaming, which they
missed on the three-point try. For the offensive rebound,
on Miami's part. No one even tries to.
Boston and Adebayo can't get it to go.
I mean, they do play hard. But right now, consistently playing hard.
12 points in the first quarter. Here's Hero.
Tonight, they've been great in everything. No reason to have him at the free throw line.
9. Tyler Hero now. Brown going to work. Responded with a great made three-pointer.
And give college screen, he can get Hero some room.
On that offensive board and that putback in game. They meet again. Great pass.
That is give-and-go basketball. Heat turnover.
And White there. Derek White. Boston Celtics, who have first 2 quarters. Boston's got 15-21 as Nikola.
And I give a great accomplishment both by seeing it today. These guys.
Here's Brown on the take. Brown missed it after 8 years in the hot round is good. Stevens in those finals got the best team again.
Threes earlier in the place they're not dominant has been at the free throw that Joe Mazzulla's got to talk about it. Half teams have it, and the great players.
Gets 2 out of 3. There's a long 3. And now Derek by Corona. 51 second quarter, and Jaylen Brown. And that's knocked out of bounds by
Boston much
regular season. Porzingis, he got Jaquez gets inside team as Brown goes 1 here tonight. And Hero, Jaquez drives on White, big box in this third quarter.
Well, and a great
to the Celtics champ.
Miami's 10th turnover.
Hero knocks down Derek White
from the Heat.
And Hero, a little frustration foul here. Porzingis rises up and over.
Mike it for Boston. I know I'm nitpicking.
One area Joe Mazzulla talked to us about is
their season, but the post.
Porzingis, Jaquez got it back. Puts up T5 as Tatum. Jovic will fire a 3. Shows some confidence. He's made a. And Jovic is at age 20.
Opening right there, but percent free throw shooter. Interesting with those free throws and the technicals.
Yeah. A little step back 3 over Tyler Hero. Comes up extra pass. Hero for 3. And Jaquez missed it. And finally, Jaylen Brown rises up.
Well, if I was Boston right now, I would sway back into the game is like this. More, not over help.
Had a 26-point lead over Dallas, and there have turned around as Adebayo runs the floor, wants to chat. Sixers and Clippers Mavs.
One for the entire first half.
Here, little body, turn around, no good. Cut off by Jaquez, and back to Adebayo and three. Porzingis surrounded by.
There, that's one that I think Hauser's got to keep from stealing the tip. That tip.
Tyler Hero drives it.
Go to the referee's hands on that.
Quite a lot of dribbling this possession, taken on Mark.
Plays off the dribble.
And a bottling right there. And Derek White rises up over Jovic.
No one out here who can't.
Brown. And
even when they get beat, they have one.
Back on the floor, he'll pick up Porzingis.
Not going to be able to switch either. So
big end of the lob.
Yeah, I don't know what you really able to drive and kick, but they're all the guys in.
Heat on him. Now White steps in. Jovic has hit a couple of threes. 2:35 remaining.
That's incredible. We've only had
Celtics. Al Horford from three.
Goes zone again out of the timeout.
Up here, Tatum's on him. Jovic goes to the basket. 24, and that's where we are currently. Finally gets in the box score.
Holiday now with three. Jrue Holiday's really an entirely different role.
One thing about Jrue Holiday, and he said in the Eastern Conference required Damian Lillard, but he said he was shocked with the Bucks. They were eliminated in the first last season, and a little bit they fired Mike Booties, and Holiday is thriving here, although
wondered all year, Brian, knew that Jrue Orchard nose to nose.
Wasn't quite sure who it was assigned to do the honors here.
Threw the ball off of.
It's a two.
When you're down 26 points,
we have AEW coming up next. I mean, I like it. I love it. In the second quarter tonight than they did in the second.
Team Australia magic.
This fourth quarter, and Mills not wasting. Spins off of him over the back.
Like that shot. You've got the smaller guy. Either I drew out.
Jaquez. Flow. Jovic had that one blocked by Tatum for three. You set that up perfectly, coach. Here's Tatum on the drive. He's fouled.
Two. One of them on a technical.
Out in the second half. And then
I spoke with Jason Tatum right before the game. Went into this series thinking this would be a piece of get on that plane and tip this ball home and embrace it right now.
So you're in the middle of a series. I'll tell you, Coach, though, but losing Jimmy Butler in the play-in game.
3 years, Brian. 3 years.
Here tonight. And certainly Needham doesn't look like he's going to. Got the deflection, and Hauser missing.
Here in the second half. 8 for 21 in the first half.
This works for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Threes was 5 for 5. Another.
There, Coach. Because numbers are everything. Pretty adamant today is Patty. So a chance at a.
In this rotation, he's already. You're going to have to work hard against him.
Over Duncan Robinson. Game 2 in the different ways, Miami to set
2% from three. They are
board. We're almost halfway through the fourth. It's pure, and Tatum
size really comes into.
Adebayo with his 22 points today.
And those guys before
that burden of expectation in which they won games this year. It is championship or bust, or at least NBA.
To the finals 2 years ago, and look, I don't. In their minds, it is championship.
Interesting deals this offseason. You know, it's caught in a flurry here. White long and Caleb Martin for three.
Defensive backcourt in the league. Offense.
Signed a 2-year, 60 Team USA member. 17 left in the fourth.
But getting guys.
Jaquez has not.
But they have not been the.
Yeah, it's a good combination. A numbers-oriented guy, talented point guard, a grinder.
Down, he had his coach.
Go through playoff series as a coach.
For both coaches and players. Once as things come up.
Career, and that's what reminded us.
Yeah,
of
it's a win in this series.
That's been in the last 17 playoff games. 5 road team advance. We'll have game 4 for you. Well, Nuggets have a chance to send the Lakers home with member-only benefits.
They thought Phoenix had too much fun. Denver's up 3-0. So what West are clearly the best teams in the West.
Boston, the prohibitive favorite.
That's amazing. And then Oklahoma City and Denver.
Doesn't lose blowout games very. Just 5. That's win it by 20 or more, but none best of 7 series. Next, after NBA coverage, that's my guy. Give you a great point victory for the Boston in Game 4 Monday night.
Shooting it great from 3 with Jimmy.
Point win. 10